G'day guys, today I want to give you my top 5 tips to speed up your research so you can unlock new squads and equipment faster and finish those point-based events even quicker. The way that you do that is by making sure that you finish with a higher final score at the end of your matches, because the amount of research points you earn is directly related to your final score. Now, I've never really been the most amazing player or someone who is always getting the most kills, but as you can see from these scoreboards, you don't need to get the most kills, and you don't even need to win the match to finish with a strong score. A lot of the time, it just comes down to knowing where the points are and making sure that you're doing the right things to build your score. So we'll be looking at my games as examples today, and I've uploaded some of these full games to my channel already. I'll put the details and links in the description if you want to see how these tips play out in a full match. Now my tip number 4 is one of the biggest free and repeatable boosts that you can get, but the first 3 tips will help you to achieve it consistently, so keep that in mind as we go through them. And if you find this video helpful, make sure you like the video and subscribe, because I'll have more tips for beginner players coming out soon. Tip 1. Play the objective. One of the easiest ways to boost your final score is to focus your game around the objective, because you earn extra point bonuses for actions taken around the objective. For example, if you kill an enemy soldier who is not near the objective, you'll earn the standard kill score of 30 points. But if that enemy is in or near the objective, you can earn the objective attack bonus, giving you an additional 30 points and effectively doubling the points earned for that kill. You'll also earn capture points while you are taking the objective, or for setting or disarming the bomb in the destruction game mode. You can get up to 300 points for each objective that you capture, and an additional 150 points for every time that you destroy or disarm the bomb in destructive mode, which is a nice chunk of score on top of your kills. So the main takeaway for tip 1 is this: if you want more points, focus your efforts around the objective where the action really matters. Tip 2. Destroy vehicles. The second way you can earn a big score is by destroying enemy vehicles. Taking out enemy soldiers is useful, but destroying vehicles can earn you a lot more points. On top of that, if the vehicle is manned, you'll also get points for each of the crew members inside it. Enlisted has a lot of vehicles in play, including APCs, tanks and aircraft. The easiest way to take out an APC is usually with an explosive pack or TNT, and the good thing is that every soldier can carry them. I usually make sure that every squad that I take into battle has several soldiers carrying explosive packs, TNT, or sometimes both. Tanks can also be taken out with explosive packs and TNT, but as they get bigger and more heavily armoured, the location that you place those explosives becomes much more important. Try to avoid throwing explosives at the thickest armour, like the front of the hull or on the turret. Instead, aim for the weaker areas, like on the engine deck, the sides of the tank below the turret, or underneath the tank if you can get close enough. Anti-tank soldiers are also really useful because they can attack vehicles from further away. For lighter tanks, a good center hit is often enough to destroy them outright. But for heavier tanks, you'll usually need to aim for the weaker points like the ammo rack, the side of the hull below the turret, or the rear of the tank around the engine area, similar to where you would aim when using explosive packs or TNT. Some anti-tank weapons can also be useful against low-flying aircraft, and you can even target transport planes and bomber formations, although they are usually further away and much harder to hit. If you have engineers, you can also build anti-aircraft guns for dealing with aircraft, or anti-tank guns for dealing with enemy armour. Just remember, not every engineer can build these heavier weapons, and some can only be built by certain squad types. Lastly, if you're good with tanks or aircraft, you can use vehicles yourself to earn a lot of points. Tanks are great for clearing infantry from positions and fighting other tanks, while planes are really useful for taking out unsuspecting tanks and APCs and keeping the skies clear of enemy planes and bomber formations. I don't really drive tanks in this game, but aircraft and anti-tank squads are a big part of my playstyle. So if you're looking to improve your pilot or tank hunting skills, I'm putting together more videos covering that as well. So the main takeaway for tip 2 is this: don't ignore enemy vehicles. Tanks, APCs and aircraft can cause a lot of problems for your team, but they are also some of the best scoring opportunities in the match. Tip 3. Collect passive points. Tip 3 is to make sure that you're collecting passive points as you play. This is one of the most underused ways to build score, especially for newer players. The biggest one here is rally points. If you have an engineer in your squad, you can build a rally point which allows your team to spawn closer to the objective instead of running all the way from the default spawn. The best part is, you get 70 points for every time somebody spawns on your rally point. You can also use an APC in a similar way, but you'll receive 100 points for every time the squad spawns in from it. So if you place your rally points or APCs in a good location and they get used 10, 20 or even more times in a match, that can quickly add up to hundreds or even thousands of extra points. And as you can see from this game, my rally points alone earned just as many points as some of these players made during the whole match. Not bad for something that only took me a few seconds to build. Engineers can also build ammo crates, sandbags, barbed wire and weapon emplacements like heavy machine guns, anti-aircraft and anti-tank guns. These constructions will also give you points when your team members use them. You won't get as many points from these as you would from a rally point, but they can still add passive points to your final score. Another easy way to earn passive points is by marking targets. If you see enemy tanks, APCs or infantry groups, mark them for your team. Even if you can't destroy the target yourself, someone else might be able to, and you can pick up assist points while helping your team deal with that threat. As a pilot and anti-tank player, I can tell you that marked tanks and APCs are extremely useful, especially if the enemy is in an unexpected location. So the main takeaway for tip 3 is this: use your engineers for rally points and use your APCs for mobile spawns. Drop ammo boxes and other engineer built items and mark enemy targets for your team. These small support actions can build points passively while also giving your team a much better chance of winning. Tip 4. Play for the win. Tip number 4 is to play for the win, because if you win the match, you get an extra 50% experience bonus at the end of your game. On top of that, you can also earn Battle Hero awards, which will give you another 50% experience bonus as well. So, as an example, in this quick game, I finished with 2,842 experience points. Our team won the game, and I was also awarded a Battle Hero award. Because of that, I gained an extra 50% experience points for the win, and then another 50% experience points for the Battle Hero award, taking my total experience from 2,842 to 6,395. And as you might notice here, these bonuses are multiplied together, not simply added. So getting both the victory bonus and the Battle Hero bonus actually gives you an additional 125% bonus overall. And this is where the first 3 tips all come together: playing the objective, dealing with enemy vehicles, building rally points and marking targets will all help your team to win. And another big tip here is this: don't be afraid to lose a squad if it helps your team to win. There have been so many times where I've seen teammates standing just outside the objective, too worried that they will lose their squad if they move in and contest it. But in Enlisted, your kill death ratio is not always the most important thing. Sometimes you'll need to sacrifice the squad for the good of your team. Yes, you might lose that squad and have to respawn, but that one move might be the decisive action that helps your team to win the match and gain that 50% victory bonus. Tip 5. Use experience point boosters. Tip number 5 is to make use of experience point boosters and other bonuses that multiply the experience you earn at the end of the match. There are a few different boosters available. Some are free and some you'll have to pay for. For free experience point boosters, you can pick them up from daily login rewards, earn them as part of your Battle Pass rewards, win them in silver boxes when they're available, and sometimes as a reward from events. Another free bonus is the Join Any Army option from the Start Game screen. If you choose this option, you can get a bonus for finishing the match, and that bonus increases if your team wins. This might not be useful if you're trying to grind one specific faction, but if you are trying to finish a points-based event before the timer runs out, it can really be a useful option. The last option I want to talk about is a big one: premium accounts and premium squads. But before I talk about those, I just want to say that by using the first 4 tips from this video, I was able to complete all the research in the tech tree for all 4 factions in just under 12 months without using a premium account or premium squads. So don't think that you need to use premium to make good progress. Having said that though, a premium account will give you an extra 100% experience point bonus, which basically doubles the research you gain every match. It also gives you extra squad slots, which can be really useful if you're used to playing on a free account. Premium squads will also give you a 100% experience point bonus when you use them, and if you combine premium squads with a premium account, you'll get both bonuses applied and your final experience can increase very quickly. So to quickly recap the 5 tips: Tip 1, play the objective. Tip 2, destroy enemy vehicles. Tip 3, build rally points and mark targets to earn passive points. Tip 4, play for the win so you can earn that end of match bonus. And tip 5, stack your experience point boosters to make the most of the score you earn. And that's it, guys. I hope these tips helped you earn a lot more experience points from your matches. If you think I've missed anything, feel free to drop it in the comments. Make sure that you give the video a like if you found it helpful, and subscribe if you want more beginner friendly enlisted content. Also, don't forget to check out my guides for anti-tank soldiers and pilot tips if you want to improve your tank hunting or piloting skills. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.